Number 4 is number 4, y'all. Already, like, time is going by really, really quick. So this is our second week, and y'all only have, after this week, we only got 2 weeks together. 2 weeks.
Oh, no. Sunshine, you muted.
Sunshine.
All right, thank you, y'all. So y'all got 4 weeks with us. So we got to get right. We got to stay right. Every day you got to come and show up. So this week we are actually going over, right now, today is about the progress, updates, and refinement. But we're going over some public speaking. A lot of people don't like to deal with that public speaking, y'all. But that's what it's about. So this week is all about public speaking. We are moving towards and moving forward and setting some public speaking goals, which is very, 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 very important. We will discuss any challenges that any of you may face when it comes to public speaking. And then we're also going to give you like an action plan and put that together, like, for your next steps as far as that's concerned. And then last but not least, like, we're going to actually make sure that we support each other in achieving all of our public speaking goals. So this week, I don't know if you shy, I don't know what you claiming, but it's time to come to the front, my people that's in the back. And so my energy coach, can you please come through and bless us with these commitments, Queen?
Yes, I'm committed to blessing about the commitments. Let's get it. Great morning, family. Great morning. Right. So we are practicing speaking in front of a mirror or just recording yourself, your work of body, what you're doing with your body language, your tone, your pace, right? Your pausing. We're going to join our public speaking group or club to get regular practice and feedback. So please make sure you purchase the required resource for that group, which is going to be the Unleash Your Voice, Unleash, so that you're able to join that speaking group. Then we're going to watch and learn from TED Talks or other public speaking events to observe effective techniques and effective styles that intertwines with, of course, our research. When you research, you're able to be the expert. So now when you're speaking, it's a natural flow, right? That goal tracking and updates will monitor the progress towards our goals. So yes, the resources, transformation blueprint, everybody and their grandmother should have that already. If your grandmother don't have it, call her right now. You and your grandmother should all have self-transformation blueprint, along with speak with confidence and courage, time management for entrepreneurs, and of course, that workout guide, because the health is the wealth. Let's get it.
All right, what time is it on the clock? You know what we doing? Y'all already know. It's that time. Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead, Jazz. Go ahead. Let's bring them up. Unless you're gonna
it is that time. It is that time. All right, y'all, let's get it. So this week with public speaking, listen, we are no longer tolerating the old you. Right? It's the old you. You're no longer the same. So if you want different, you have to do different. If you want bigger, you have to do bigger. So I want everybody unmute their mics. I want everybody to give it the most energy that you ever gave, because we up today. We awoke today. We ready to learn and grow today. Let's make some noise for yourself. Let's make some noise, Coach Crew. Bring that man out. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's bring them out. Let's go.
Let's
Let's go, Coach.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Club. Let's go, Coach Crew.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Get it. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's Monday.
Let's go. The week off strong. Crew.
Yeah, King.
Look, man, you are all beautiful. First of all, let me get this light on, because I got my purple light on today. I gotta change my purple light to my white light. All right. I gotta change my bright light. So, one thing I realized from everybody is that everybody's looking beautiful. Hold on, let me turn the light on.
What happened?
Everybody's looking beautiful. That's number one that I see. Shout out to Kia. I seen Kia. Shout out to Kia. Let me see. Yeah, I was in my moods, y'all. Give me a second to get back into my vibe. AM Sunshine be like, yo, why you don't keep that light on? I'll be like, well, I can't keep it on because then I'll be too much in my mood right now. But I'm gonna shout out some people. I'm gonna shout out Taj. Shout out to Taj. If y'all didn't know, Taj actually makes music and he's moving with speed. I asked him to change his, and we're gonna play some of his music at some point in time. Apolline did send me a message. He said he want me to play some of his music at some time. And that's what we do. We want to support each other. We want to make sure that everybody knows what we do and build that community around so we can have that abundance lifestyle that we truly want. If my audio was clear, let me know. If it's too loud, let me know in the chat. I don't want to just be running up, you know. But the thing is, I want to shout some people out. Just being beautiful. Shout out to Alicia and Kira. Who else was out there? Somebody else was out there inside New York City. They had a Mogul Meet Up in New York City. Shout out to y'all getting together. Everybody drop some love in the chat. Latifah was there 100%. Yes. Alicia was there. Yes. Who else was there? Who else was there? So please just send everybody love right now. Shout out to Rick. Rick has been doing the challenges. He's with the Energy University, Magic Moguls team, and he's been doing the work. Shout out to Santana. Shout out to my guy, Bruce, Levon Zell, and the whole crew. So look, this is what I want. I want y'all to be present to who you are right now. Take a moment and just feel gratitude for who you are. Feel gratitude for where you've been in your life. And please understand that every day is a new day for you to become the best version of yourself. Every day is a new day for you to actually reach another level. Hey, look, what you were planning for last week didn't turn out to be good. It's okay because you got this week. You got right now. You got today. You got right now. I want y'all to love on yourselves. I want you to see how beautiful you are. Everybody turn your view to the gallery view so that way you can see all the other beautiful people in your world. This is a new family, right? Some of you are going to walk away from this program having new best friends, having new family. Like, just understand, please, how important every single moment is. I want y'all to write this in the chat. Everything I do matters. Everything I do matters. There's something special about each and every one of you that when you dig deeper, you're going to find somebody inside of you that you never thought was there before possible. Pause for anybody who in New York. I know y'all be thinking, wow. All right. So you're going to find there's a you inside of you that you haven't even met yet. And the way that that person is going to shine is if when you start to realize that everything you do matters. You are that shining light. I know I talk about discipline and consistency is the key, but you are the key. Everybody drop in the chat, I am the key. The dreams that you have of, getting your parents the house, the dreams that you have of getting your family to generational prosperity of not only wealth, but health, like you are the key. You are the best of the best. You are the key. And guess what? The best part about it is you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. I want y'all to put Yana in the chat. You are not alone. Everybody take a moment and look at that because I want y'all all to see. Look how many beautiful people you have at your side, on your team. And the thing about it is everything is temporary. This will all come to an end. The voice that you have will no longer be heard from the mouth that you have. The thoughts that you think from the brain, from the mind that you have would no longer be thought of. The hugs that you give from the heart that you have and the arms that you have would no longer be here. But what you create will live forever. What you create will live far beyond the times that you walk this earth. So it's not about just being a great person, because I know most of you are good people, because you're the best of the best in your family. I know that. But it's about what you create. What are you creating? When we give y'all challenges and we say, hey, look, this whole accountability accelerator program is meant for you to take your life to the next level. Whatever course that you have, whatever mentorship that you have, is here to help you take that to the next level. It's not an additional piece. It's a needed resource. Without accountability, nothing works. What is accountability? Somebody drop it in the chat. What is accountability? Sunshine had y'all, she was testing y'all on this before. What is accountability? Let's see who learned. Drop it in the chat. Accountability is discipline and consistency. Without discipline and consistency, nothing works. Y'all think I'm playing? Let's just break it down in a short, quick form. If you have a goal or have an objective to get to, but sometimes you do the work that it takes to get there, and sometimes you don't. And sometimes you do it when you feel like it, and sometimes you don't. Let's just be real. Are you actually going to get to that goal as fast as you want to get to that goal? You're not, because it's about discipline and consistency. Now, if you were focused on that goal, you was disciplined. Every day you did a little bit. Every day you did a little bit. Every day you just worked at it. You just worked at it. And you just was consistent on doing it every day, whether it was an hour, whether it was 20 minutes, whether it was 2 minutes, whether it was 20 hours on it, right? The point that matters is that you're making steady improvements, progress. Practice makes what? Put the answer in the chat. Practice makes what? Put the answer in the chat. Practice makes what? Put the answer in the chat. Practice makes what? I see a lot of stuff. They say millionaires. They say perfect. They say progress. Practice makes progress. And that's what this life is. Life is all about progress. It's never been about being perfect, because you were already perfect the moment you were born. The moment you came into this world, it was a perfect opportunity. From there, that's where the progress started. Every day you've been progressing, whether you like it or not. See, time is inevitable. Growth is optional. You have a choice to choose whether you want to grow, or a choice to choose whether you're going to show that you're not the best version of yourself. You don't really want the world you want. Regardless of the matter is, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, it will take some sort of work. So let me share my screen, y'all, because I know the ladies, they spoke about this. They said this week is about public speaking. What is this week about? Put it in the chat, y'all. What is this week about? What is this week about? Put it into the chat. This is about public speaking, right? So we want to get a progress update and a goal refinement update. By the way, this is me on the right side here, and this is at one of our speaking engagements. Who here is coming to It's My Turn to Speak? Can somebody drop the link? We're doing basically there's a $597 offer for VIP, but for everybody who takes advantage of the offer now, you'll get it for $250. So basically you're getting over 50% off, and you get the VIP. And I want y'all to go see what that VIP is about. I want you to go see what the VIP. I don't know. There might be a mansion involved. I'm just saying there might be some type of after party. There might be some things that you actually would love to be. But the power of getting into the room, the power of treating yourself to beautiful experiences is something that you cannot overlook. So if you're coming to It's My Turn to Speak Mastermind, maybe you're on the fence. Maybe you're like, yeah, I don't really know if I want to go. Think about it. You're going to be with a bunch of like-minded individuals, and you always had that dream of being in a room full of millionaires. High-level conversation. This is the opportunity to do so. So we're going to talk about progress updates when it comes to public speaking, because broke people speak, rich people speak, but who does it look like do it better? Like who does it better? A broke person or a rich person? Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. The thing about it is, I'm always putting us in a position to think, right? Because my role is to help you see difficulty differently. My role is to have you see obstacles as opportunity, right? I want you to get paid to be who you are and make 4, 5, 6 figures, not just in a year, but in a day, in a month, in a week. I want to help you do that. How are we going to help you do that? The first thing that we got to help you do is understand your story, right? Everybody here should have an ebook. Who doesn't have an ebook? If you got an ebook, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't, put a 2 in the chat. I want us to start taking plan of action. So, okay, we're going to assess the progress we made today. We're going to do it today, but we want to assess the progress from last week, from the day we came into the challenge, all of those things, right? But I want this to be the progress that we've made on our public speaking, because some of us say, hey, look, I'm an introvert. A small circle creates a small wallet. A small wallet creates a small bank account. If that's you, say that's me. If you're the one that likes the small circle, say that's me. So I want you to reflect on your goals. I want you to be able to see what steps have you taken to improve your public speaking skills since you've been in here. When we call on you or we ask you to raise your virtual hand and you come up and speak, what has that done for you? So I want you to reflect on your individual progress. Also, what we're going to do is this. We're going to also discuss some challenges that has been faced. What type of challenges has come up to you? Like, what type of challenges has arisen for you to see, okay, damn, I need to figure out how to reframe these challenges to work in my benefit. And then on top of it, we want to refine our goals for clarity and achievability. So some of you are saying, hey, look, I don't know why I have to do this accountability program when I got Smitty's course, I got Ramel, I got Boone's, and I don't know. This is meant to glue it all together. This is meant to help you get it done faster. Like, let me ask y'all a question. If your goal is to make 100K in a month or 200K in a year or whatever it is that you want to make, would you rather have it sooner or later? Put the answer in the chat. Put the answer in the chat. You rather have it sooner. So how do you get it? You get it by accountability, because if you have discipline and consistency, you're doing the thing every single day. And when you do it every single day, what used to take you 2 years takes you only 2 months. That's what we're out for. If that's not your goal, please, you know, they got the Zoom exit button. You can just hit the Zoom exit button. You can exit the Zoom. But we are people that are looking for your best interest. So if you come up here, you come to my coaches, or you come to me and you say to me, or you say to anybody, hey, look, I don't understand why we're doing this. Why are we doing? You're not supposed to understand, because if you understood it, you would be doing it already. If you understood it, it would be part of your plan already. If you understood it, you wouldn't need it. If you understood it, you would know that you still would have to operate in a sense of accountability regardless. If you have children, you understand you got to be accountable for your children. But you have a life, you got to be accountable for your life. You have goals, you got to be accountable for your goals. So we have to support each other. So when you're in your groups, talk amongst each other. When you're in your groups, build community. Like, let's build together. Let's encourage each other. Let's go. Let's have a Mogul meetup. Find who's in your city. We have resources on the app that's necessary for you. Think about it. You're on social media all day. Why wouldn't you want to be on a social media that would be beneficial to your growth? Because as you grow within, everything else around you grows. So let me stop sharing the screen. And I want to bring up these virtual hands, but I want to set the stage for it. What I want you to do when you come up here 30 seconds or less, I want you to express what challenges have you faced with public speaking, and how are we going to reframe those challenges? That's what I want to hear. 30 seconds or less. Paquita, if your hand is not raised for that, just take it down. Abby, if your hand wasn't raised for that, take it down. Lavonzel, if your hand wasn't raised for that, take it down. However, I do want to acknowledge Lavonzel, Paquita, and Abby, because they were the first people to raise their virtual hands and to come in here and say, look, I'm ready to go. Whatever y'all ask, I got my hand. So let's go with Paquita. What's up, Paquita?
Grand Rising Kings and Queens, how are you? The challenges I've had, can you hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay, the challenges I've had about what public speaking is, I get nervous and I start to stumble over my words. And although I'll practice at home, in the mirror, in the shower, in the car, wherever I'm at when no one is around, I'll do my practicing. I get like caught up with my words. I be knowing what I want to say until that spotlight gets on me. So I have noticed that when I have, like, for example, when I'm doing a business plan right now, I have read it over and over to people. So I practice reading it to myself first. And when I read it over to some people, the more I found myself doing it, the better I found myself saying it, saying my words more clearly, not rushing, being more calm, and just letting myself know, you got this. You got this. So I guess that comes with the consistency and the accountability. So I have been better with it, but I'm still working on it because I have like a major thing I got coming up for myself next week. So I need to get it together.
Okay, so all right, cool. What I want you to focus on is this, right? I want you to focus on writing it down. See, and that this is why I mentioned when we was going through the PDF just a minute ago, like, this is not anything separate. Like, the accountability piece, you need this piece in order to get the best out of Smitty's course, in order to get the best out of Boom's, Ramel's course. You need this, right? And when it comes to success, you need public speaking. It's not even something that you could wing. Like, you have to practice this. This is an art that is necessary to your growth and your development. And for you, what I want you to do is get in the habit of writing things down. The reason why it forgets because your mind is here 1 minute, your mind is here 1 minute, it's all over the place. So it's not streamlined. I need you to be able to streamline and understand your goals, understand your why, understand your reasonings, understand why you are doing what it is that you want to do. And that is going to be able to help you always articulate. Another thing is this, right? It's literally like alliterations, right? Alliterations. If you practice alliterations, that is going to allow you to be able to talk to anything, right? Now, why is that important? Because it's just like when you clean up, like, let's say your toys from the kids' toys, right? You clean up the kids' toys, you put it all in a bin. It just looks better. It's nice and neat, but you know exactly where it's at if you need it, right? You know exactly where it's at if you need it. So the same thing works with alliterations. See, it's compact. It may be 3 words, but if you need to speak to these topics, you know exactly how to get to those 3 words. Renovate, innovate, collaborate. I know exactly how to talk to all 3 of those points. If I know a person that they're struggling with their next steps, that is the formula. The formula to knowing your next steps is renovate, innovate, collaborate. So all I got to do is talk right from that, and I'm able to speak to it. And that's what I want you to do, Baquita. I want you to actually write down what it is that you like to say, what it is that you want to show up in your word. I want you to write down your alliterations. Who's your coach?
Team Sunshine all day.
Shout out to Team Sunshine. That's one. That's one. Put a 1 down. Somebody mark 1 down. Moya, mark the 1 down. That's
Might as well just say Team Sunshine won. Just call it what it is.
King, I got it.
assess, assign, align. All right, great stuff. Everybody send some love to Baquita. Was that helpful for you or not?
Absolutely. Every man, absolutely. Come having these calls every morning helps me with my accountability because it's letting me know I'm not showing up just for these calls. I'm showing up for myself. I'm showing up for the people that's waiting on me to get myself together, get my business off the ground. So absolutely, every call is helpful. I have not had 1 call that has not been helpful. Absolutely.
Absolutely love that. Everybody send some love to Baquita in the chat. Let's go, Queen. Let's go to the next person. Sunshine, who's the next person?
We got that Queen Angela.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, hold up. How did Angela come up before Abby in them? Did Abby like move her hand or something?
It looked like it, maybe.
Nah, bring Abby up first. Angela, you gotta wait a second, Angela, because I can't let you. I gotta keep that same order, man. Don't be trying to come up here and get no wins, secret wins for Sunshine now. I see you trying to get.
It's okay because they both belong to me, so it don't even.
All right, cool. Because Apolline, right? Apolline, make sure, bro, they ain't trying to do no cheat stuff today, right? All right. I'm trying to help you out, bro. You got your hands up like I was accusing you of stuff. I'm saying you make sure they ain't trying to cheat you. No,
Hey,
bro.
we all
What's up,
family,
Abby?
so we all winning. Works for me.
What's up, Abby?
Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising Millionaires. So I don't have a fear of speaking in public because I speak in public all the time at work. My problem is like knowing what to say, right? Sometimes my audience, I have different type of audiences. And so figuring out content that applies to all the audiences is my struggle when speaking in front of people. So do you have any guidance for that?
Absolutely. One, we have what we call the speakers program, Unleashing Your Voice. This is going to start back up for all of you all next week, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is a speakers class for everybody where you can come and get the tools you need in order to be successful. I've seen Dr. Embers talk about Toastmasters. Please, get Toastmasters out of here. Toastmasters is cool, but they not over there. They not the Mailbox Millionaires Academy. You understand? They not Love Plus. No disrespect. They're not Fun Your Freedom. No disrespect, but that's what we got going on over here. So I like the energy, but just pointing that out. Yes, for you, it's alliterations. Once again, it's alliterations. Can somebody you do the work on the app, right? You do the work.
I do.
Give me an alliteration that you created.
I think for this one or like the past few weeks or past few days.
Give me one.
I gotta go back and think about it. See, I can't think of things so quickly when I'm speaking. I gotta have my content ready and then
I got you. So That's it right there. For someone who might not necessarily know exactly what to say, is practicing alliteration, right?
Okay.
Assess, assign, align, right? This is how I know how to manifest my next steps. Assess, assign, align. Okay, cool. I have to assess my life. I have to see what's workable. I have to see what's non-workable. Whatever's non-workable, I get rid of. Okay, whatever's workable, I keep, I expand on it. But now I got to give myself an assignment. My assignment is to make sure that I go out and I hit all of my goals each day without excuses. That's my assignment. Then I have to stay in alignment with my assignment. Assess, assign, align. You see how easily I was able to talk about those things? And I
Yeah.
can get deeper, but that's how I could talk about it. Especially if somebody came to me like you, who said something to me. Your assessment is, what is it that you truly want in your life? And just answer that real fast. What is it that you truly want?
I just want to create a legacy. I want to leave a legacy for my family, for my kids, for my sisters, for my mom, for my grandchildren. I'm thinking long term, not just, it doesn't stop with my kids or me.
So your goal, your assignment, so you assess what you just wanted right now in your life. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Your assignment now is to go out and create a three-step, three-word process, a three-word formula to make sure you get that legacy, right? And you have to stay in alignment with that assignment. So for me, like, let's say if I wanted to have that legacy, right? My three-step formula is love, connectivity, financial prosperity. So now I have to be the reflection of that love. Have to actually be open and vulnerable enough for somebody to connect to me, for I could connect to them. And then I have to put myself in situations that causes for me to open up the doorway for financial prosperity, investment in myself, joining mentorships, placing my money into vehicles such as life insurance, real estate, right? So now that's me having a three-step formula to knowing how to get to my legacy. So now when anybody ever talk about me or say, give me something about yourself. Okay, cool. Who I am is the possibility of love, connectivity, financial prosperity. See how I'm able to speak to all of those real quick? And now it's just laying it out for me. It's like folding up your clothes in a drawer. It's like hanging up your clothes in a closet. It's like being neat and organized. And that's really what's coming down to it. You got to get a little bit more organized, Queen. That's what's really coming down to it. And the way that you get organized is by you practicing. You got to practice. Sometimes you probably just come home, you do the work, but you don't practice. You got to take time to practice. And then you will start to remember all the things. Because it seems like you're doing a great job initially, but in order to get to that next level, everybody put next level loaded in the chat. In order to get to my next level, your next level, you got to do some things that you haven't done with intensity, right? So you might have practiced before. Cool. Now you got to really stretch past your capacity. You got to do more than what you've been doing. Okay, cool. You might say, all right, I got the ability. You got to increase your skill in whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, I got to be more skillful at learning. That means I have to actually sit down and practice learning. How do I do that? Okay, cool. You have to increase your intensity. So instead of just, doing it for 10 minutes, do it for 20 minutes. Instead of just practicing for 20 minutes, do it for 30 minutes. And that is going to be a way that you increase your level. So for you, it's just assess, assign, align. Assess what you want in your life. Give yourself an assignment of how you're going to create these three-step formula. So basically create an alliteration with 3 words, and then stay in alignment with those 3 alliterations. Is that helpful for you or not?
Yes. Yeah. No, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Great stuff. Great stuff. Sunshine, I'm gonna let y'all add in a second, but I think that's 2 for Sunshine. So who's next?
Number 3, Queen Angela, come talk to us, Queen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. 3 things for me. 1, Coach Crew, listen, sometimes I literally break out in a sweat. My face just flushes. I'm like, shit, it's out of here. Excuse my French, no disrespect to anybody. I'm being honest. The second thing, because I get in the mirror and I go, my hands will get palmy and sweaty. The second thing is sometimes I'll skip. I have my cards, I skip. I said, crap, skip the card. And the last thing is sometimes my breathing, I'm constantly thinking about just breathe. So physically, something's happening up there. When I'm in the mirror and I try to act natural, I try to act like that there's a spot on there or somebody that I know. But those 3, I think physically more than anything, I think the whole world's looking at me. I'm not kidding.
They are. They are. The whole world is looking at you, and it's for a reason. Sunshine, why is the whole world looking at Angela?
I'm a star of the movie.
Yes, on point with it. I ain't even have to get it out. I love it. See? You see
Doing the
what's,
work.
what's
Doing the
happening?
work.
Absolutely.
So everybody, when the light is on you, that's a good thing. There's going to be a day where the dark is on you. And the dark is going to be on you way longer than the light will ever have ever shined on you before. This little bit of light that you get, it's a little bit of light. That darkness that you will have is infinite. Make a choice. You choose the pain of regret or you choose the pain of reward. And I'm choosing the pain of reward. What would you be rewarded for standing up here and going through that? And to be real, like, let's be for real, y'all. Let's be for real. Is it ever as scary as we ever think it will be? Let's just be real. Put the answer in the chat. It's never as scary as we would think it would be. It's never it. It just never is.
No.
Why? Because your mind is the greatest tool in the world. So it can be used for you or it can be used against you. And you're allowing your mind to be used against you. I want you to use your mind for you. Use your mind for you. So the way that you're going to use your mind for you is relax, breath work, right? Mirror reflection. The key thing is identity, activity, property. Like, you want to get up there, you want to have a great speech, right? You want to get up there, you want your message to be heard, right? You want to get up there to be loved, felt, and seen. Then you got to see yourself that way. You got to have the identity, the way that you see yourself. Your identity dictates your activity. If you see yourself as somebody who is timid or shy or introverted, your activity is going to be that of somebody who's shy, introverted. So your result is not going to be as powerful as you think, because deep down inside, all of us do believe that we're that person. Deep down inside, we do. It's just that when we compare ourselves to other people, now we feel less than. I don't want you to feel less than. That goes for everybody. So I'm going to get through these hands. Everybody else want to put your hands up. Now is your last time to put your hands up, because we're not going to go past. I'm going to give y'all one more minute to put your hands up, because we're not going to go past the hands. I know usually we'll go past the hands and you add more later on. We'll pick you two. We're not doing that. We're going to stop at that hand, and whoever's that hand, that's it. So I want everybody to believe that I am everything that I need. Everybody put that in the chat. I am everything that I need. Was that helpful for you, Angela?
Yes, crew. It was.
And look, y'all, don't come up here and just say yes to me. Like, if it wasn't helpful to y'all, like, let me know so that way we can make it helpful. I got 4 other coaches up here. It doesn't have to just be my words. I want my coaches and your coaches to be able to articulate, and especially if you are like with Team Sunshine, but you don't get a chance to be with Danielle or Nico or Ruby or Magic, here's your chance to be with them, right? So just articulate that if it wasn't clear, okay? All right, great stuff. Good job, Angela. Everybody send some love to Angela in the chat. Who's next? Sunshine, just stop. I ain't gonna ask Sunshine. I'm gonna ask Jasmine, because you be calling all your people. What's up, Jazz?
It's Derek.
Let's get it. I mean, Sunshine do got like 25 people, so it makes sense.
Yo, low
And
key,
another one.
Sunshine doesn't have the
That's-
most people in the group though. Samoa does.
Absolutely.
Just so y'all know, FYI. Okay, go
Just
ahead.
so that you know.
Oh, that must have elevated this weekend.
Nah,
Let's get it, Derek.
nah, she had that for like at least 2 weeks, but at least a week and a half. Go ahead. Who's next? Derek.
Good morning, kings and queens. So the challenge that I have, that I'm faced with, it's not so much as being afraid of public speaking. I guess my problem is more like I'm listening to so many other people be so charismatic and funny and emotional, and I just feel like I'm not that dude. So when I get up to speak, and it's not like I don't get up to speak, I do get up to speak, but when I do, I want to hurry up and get rid of the mic. It's like I get up, say what I got to say. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be charismatic and all that. I just say my thing and then pass the mic.
All right. I want to know why.
Because I just feel like I'm not as good as everybody else.
Right. And that's the only reason why you see everything that's happening in your life, because you believe that. And the truth of the matter is, and we're going to stop at Sabrina, just so that everybody knows now. I gave y'all a minute, and stopping at Sabrina. So the thing is, for you, King, this is not negotiable. Your communication is a non-negotiable. You don't get up and negotiate if your communication is going to be 10 seconds or no, you got to communicate so that way you are effective, and you got to believe in yourself, King. That's it. That's it right there. The truth is, you don't believe in yourself. And it's just that aspect. It doesn't mean you don't believe yourself in other aspects. It just means that part.
What's up,
And
baby?
you gotta believe yourself in that
Some
part.
motherfuckers got me going somewhere else.
Who that? Where you going, King? Be careful wherever you going, man. Just all right. So, so just for you, Derek, it's really like, who do you see yourself at?
Say it again.
An entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and that's another thing that a lot of people around me get mad at me because I'm a wholesaler and I'm doing a whole lot of wholesale deals, and everybody's like, "Man, why don't you teach this?" And I'm like, I don't know, I just don't want to do it. But I got out of my shell. I've got a speaking engagement set up for this Saturday. That's why I can't make your event in Atlanta. I would love to come, but
Nah, whatever speaking engagement you got, we cancel that. What speaking engagement is that? You coming and speaking on our stage?
yeah, I've already committed to another group to talk in front of their group about real estate wholesaling.
Ooh, I love that. Everybody send some love in the chat because you're taking the steps. I want to ask you a question. Do you have all the money that you want?
Of course not.
So then why are you saying that you can't do the public speaking? Why are you saying that you can't teach? Why are you limiting your ability when you don't have what you want yet?
I'm coming out of my shell. Since I started this program, I said, you know what? I gotta do it. That's why I made this engagement for this Saturday.
I like that. I like that. I like the fact that you're coming out of the shell. But what's better than coming out the shell? Like our role is to become more effective in less time. We don't have as much time as we think. What's better than coming out the shell?
Actually doing it, coming out and doing it.
Being out the shell right here, right now. Being out the shell. Yo, bro, say I'm out the shell right
I'm
here.
out the shell.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy that I need. I need you out the shell right here, right now. Don't get me started up in here, Derek. You got me clapping like a girl from Brooklyn. I told you, don't play with me. I'll be up in here going crazy. Look, all I want you to do is see yourself as the highest version and start being that person right here, right now. And that's really it for you. Like for you, just see yourself, identity, activity, property. You have what you have because you are who you are. When you see yourself differently, you start to get different. You are who you are because you have what you have. Who are you now? You stepping into your power. I need you to step into your power. Say I'm stepping into my power.
Stepping into my power.
In fact, say I'm in my power right now.
I'm in my power right now, baby.
I got my powers back.
I got my power back.
Yo, y'all remember Space Jam where the Monstars came to all about? I got my powers back. They started doing all the things. I want you to go out there.
Oh my God.
On Saturday, I want you to actually go out there and deliver a great message. So make sure you write it down. Make sure you have three principles or 3 alliterations, right? Or at least 1 alliteration, 3 words, right? And make sure that you know exactly what you're coming in there to deliver. All right. So write that stuff down. Make sure you come in there. All right. Great stuff. Make sure you get the homework done. Everybody send some love to Derek in the chat.
Yeah, crew, real quick. I just want to shout Derek out, brethren. So I just wanted to say this is the same thing that I brought up last week that I want people to realize about us realizing or having a perspective to reflect on what it is that we're doing opposed to what it is that we're saying we're not doing. So you already came up and spoke with passion. You already came up as a person that didn't seem like you were shy or didn't seem like, you know, you weren't used to public speaking. You came up here and produced, right? Like when you were speaking, I'm like, oh, he talks with power already. So we just have to reflect that or feel that and then embrace that so that it could become more powerful. Now we align our thoughts with our emotions, with our actions. So appreciate you, brother.
Thank you for that.
All right, great stuff, great stuff. Hit him up on the side, Jasmine. I see you ask some questions. Hit him up on the side. Who's next, Nico? Who team was Derek on?
Samoa's.
Okay, Danielle got one.
No, I thought I was on Danny.
Yeah,
Yes, that's Danielle.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how is Santana up here with her camera off? That's crazy. Put your camera on, Queen. Oh, because the video is on, but that's just her background, right?
Yeah, she was blending in with it, but she was up there live.
Okay. Because I was saying,
Where she at?
Beat the Matrix.
There she goes.
There she go.
Everybody drop Santana in the chat. What up, Santana?
Hi, I was on the elevator. I just got to my office.
That's great. That's great. You're here now, so that matters. So
Yes.
public speaking. Which challenges have you had around public speaking, and how are we reframing that?
What comes up comes out. And I sometimes I can't control what I say, and I'm just babbling and talking. And it's like that oops moment for me where I'm like, did I really just say that? So that's something that I want to get a better hold on.
Okay, Jasmine, what's up? Speak to that, Jasmine.
It's the oops moment for me. I love the fact that you said that, because just know that you're not a queen, but I definitely, if it's okay, I want to add some value to that, right?
Okay.
So when you say oops moment, is it that like you regret what you said, or you didn't get out enough of what you wanted to really say?
I won't say that I regret it. I speak with aggression, and it's like, why did I say it like that? It's not really what I say, it's how I say it. And I think sometimes it can be taken out of context. And to me, I'm like, well, that ain't nothing, but to someone else, they may be offended. So I'm very careful to watch how I present. So it's not really the presentation, it's just how I say things. So I want to get better at choosing my words.
So definitely alliteration. I love that, because that's me sometimes, more often not, if you believe it or not. However, it definitely comes along with, just being able to practice, instead of having the option to now think, okay, how can I articulate this better? Literally just articulating your words and practicing and just learning how to speak to multiple people. That comes with, your clients, and just using the public speaking in that setting. Like you said, you want to be able to articulate. You do that with the people that you already come in contact with. So that way you can, know your tone of voice, and the way you come across. And then you can continue to get better and better at that with the people that you're already speaking to. Because at the end of the day, what I learned is listen, you ain't gonna please everybody. All right.
Right.
You are
True.
not going to please everybody. Respectfully, you are not going to please everybody, but professionally, you know how to speak to a plethora of people. So practicing that, living it out, which what you do every single day. You say you want to articulate it, so do it with who you speak to in every moment, whether it's through the drive-through or you in a professional setting at an event. But you won't please everything respectfully, but professionally, you do know how to articulate to everyone. So just continue with the practice and that methods, and let's tap in. Let's stay touch. I know exactly how you feel.
Real quick, y'all. Everybody send some love to Santana. Santana, just make sure you put down your alliterations. Like whatever your topics that you want to cover, just start writing down from A to Z. Give me some alliterations. Everything that start with A that you could think of, give some alliterations. 3 words with the same suffix or same prefix or the same sounding words. Just kind of put those into a formula, right? So like I mentioned, assess, assign, align. Utilize things like that. Those tools are going to help you speak well. It's just like taking all of your words that you got in your head, folding them up nicely and neatly, and put them into a drawer. Pull them out the drawer, it's your sock drawer. So you can get all the socks here. You pull out the next drawer, it's your underwear. You can get all that stuff from there. Same thing with the mind, right? With the words and the things that you have in your head, you have to neatly pack them in to smaller words and phrases so that way they become memorable. And I'm gonna just be real with everybody. This goes for all of y'all. Most of us who was saying, like Ayana with Santana, about the way I deliver my message and it comes out a little harsh, that's deep-rooted trauma. You got to think about it. Like most of us came from families, not everybody, but where the parents were too busy in the sense that everything that's on their plate, maybe single parent home, and they working all night, all day or whatever. Then they come home and they got to deal with the children. So the way that they talk to us is ingrained in our mind to be harsh, because that's how they talk to us. That's how they speak to us. Hey, look, do X, Y, and Z. It's ingrained in us. So it's going to take practice in order for us to purge that out. Most of our parents didn't come from professional backgrounds. They came from just hustling and bustling, making $1. And in that world, we speak how we got to speak to get the point across. Unfortunately, most of us were spoken to in harsh ways in order for our parents to get the point across. And that's just what we picked up as the way that we got to speak in order to get our points across. And that's what we start doing to our loved ones, to our significant others. But the thing is practice, okay? I did say this is going to be a short class. I wanted to end it at 9. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, but once I came up and I seen all those hands, I was like, but I got to stick with my integrity within my coaches, and I have to ask y'all, can I have about 10 more minutes of y'all time so we can get through the hands? Unfortunately, Linnea and Rael, the last person is going to be Sabrina, because we do want to make sure we stick with our integrity and make sure we get everybody done and served out here. But Santana, was that helpful for you or not?
Yes, it was very.
All right, whose team are you on?
Moya.
You on Moya's team?
I am.
Tamoa, you're on Tamoa's team.
Yeah. Yes,
You're on Tamoa's team, right? Danielle's, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm about to say, Moya, what you doing over there, Moya? All right,
We've
cool.
been communicating a lot. That's why.
Cool. So, all right, what I want to see you do some work, and I want to see the results. Okay.
Okay.
All right, great stuff. Everybody send some love to Santana in the chat. Who's next? Bring up the next person, y'all. Great
King
feedback, Jasmine. Who's next?
King Bruce, let's go, King.
I told y'all when Bruce come up how to say his name. Sunshine, how do you say Bruce's name when he comes?
Nah, Jasmine got to say it. That's why Jasmine got to say it.
Bruce. I'm gonna let you do that because he want me to say it with my chest.
Look, everybody know in the chat, but yes, come on, wait, go ahead.
Is he there?
What's good, everybody? Yeah. Sorry, I was going through some wood. Okay, let me go back to the sunlight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What I've been challenging with? Yes, sir. My challenge is just I've been speaking a minute, and I appreciate Crew. You've been enlightening some stuff. It's just knowing people. Like, I think it starts with knowing who you're talking to, your posture, your communication, like your gestures, like everything. Just bringing it back to whole, right? Depends on who you're with. But the challenge is getting the topics across in a timely fashion. That's the challenge. And what I need help with, Crew, is creating a plan for the end of the year. I'm trying to do I am going to do a coaching for a year. So I'm basically getting topics together for tax liens. So I'm a little out of breath. Tax liens, wholesaling, to create a course like that. But I want to do a monthly consultation, so to speak, webinar, like monthly to all my students for the year. So to create content like that, to create a system, that's what I'm focusing on. So if you guys can help on that, Crew, I appreciate it.
All right. So let me just get this clear, right? So you're creating a program and you want to create ideas and topics for the program, and you want a smooth way to create the program. Like, give me exactly what you want. Tell me exactly what you want.
Just a hand by hand step, kind of like, well, my students, my mentees, to, hey, you can come get tax liens with me. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it from A to Z. A monthly webinar, like leading into what they need.
Okay, I see it. You want to actually get paid to be who you are, teach your information, and do the monthly webinars. All right, cool. So the best thing I'm gonna tell you right now is to document everything. When you document your entire journey, what's gonna happen is you're gonna by default have all the tools that you need to pass on to somebody. And that's why I tell everybody to document what you're doing. That's why I say go inside luhvplus.com or go into the app and put down your information, because it's necessary for you to document your journey. Everybody document the journey. So for you, King, document the journey, but come to the group work sessions and you'll be able to have more tailored help because there'll be other people in there. You can get great ideas from people, but it's not as difficult as it sounds. All it really is, just document the journey, pick your target audience. Who are you serving? How are you serving them? What is it that you're providing? What result that they get? Give them the things that they need to accomplish the result. And then that's it, really. And then now the next level of that is that promotion, that creating content to be able to go out and do a webinar and line that up. But right now, your first step by step, y'all, documentation. Document the journey. What does that really mean? It means write down everything. It means whatever resources you get, save them. It means whatever documents they give you to fill it out. Whatever challenges we give you, do them, and then write down your notes based upon everything that you're experiencing.
Gotcha. Appreciate that, Crew.
Documents. What's the word for this, y'all? Put it in the chat. draft up what?
Document.
Documents. Everything that you do, just draft up documents. I promise you, before you know it, you got so much material, you can start giving away things as lead magnets. And we'll get to that later on when we get to in a week when we talk about selling and being art of selling. Like, how do you get people to actually sell themselves? And we'll get to all of it. And part of that is having documentation. Like, for example, when you go into what we would say Starbucks, you go into Starbucks and you go look at the menu, that's documentation, and that documentation sells you. They don't even need to come up to you and be like, hey, you want to get, no, it's documentation that sells you already. So just understand that documentation sells. So please go ahead and make sure you document the journey. All right, great stuff, Bruce. Let's continue to go so we can get it and be in a timely fashion. Whose team is Bruce on?
Jasmine, let's go.
You dig what I'm saying? Big executor, never the little.
Yo, it was 3 people that came up that wasn't for Sunshine. Sunshine still had 3 people and she's still smoking up. So, all right, good stuff, good stuff. Next person, who? Apolline, who's the next person?
Somebody from my team. Since we talking about it, Maurice, what's up, brother?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to Team Magic. I see you, Sunshine. We gonna get there. Don't worry. But I don't have a problem with speaking. I think the most people I've spoken in front of was maybe 15, 20,000 because I used to be a DJ. But I say that to say this: practice makes perfect. When I used to do my DJ thing,
Wait, hold on, Maurice. I'm gonna let you finish, but hold on, brother. Don't be coming up here and telling no stuff and reversing what we just said. Practice don't make no perfect. Practice makes what? Progress.
Progress.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
Progress. Now, when we used to practice, I used to turn the turntables to the wall, and I used to talk to the wall. I used to put the flyers of our parties that we had to do on the wall, and I used to talk to those people. I used to make up Keisha, Sabrina, and people like that, and I used to talk to them, right? Because we play reggae, so you know how that dance hall is. So what I'm telling everybody is, all you got to do is practice. You're not going to remember everything, because sometimes I got a whole bunch of things I want to say, and when I get up there, I speak a whole different story. So it's all about what you got already. You write it down. Even when these presidents are doing these speeches, they got it written down. All of that don't come out of their brain. So just write some stuff down, the key points that you need, and then you just flow after that. Don't overthink it. When you overthink it, that's when it goes wrong. So that's my part.
Absolutely, 100%. Just to give y'all like some added value on that, just make bullet points. Speak from your bullet points. This is why we say alliterations, right? Because alliterations are essentially those bullet points. You got 3 different words: stature, significance, and systems. Stature, significance, and systems is how you get paid to be who you are. You have to build your stature, right? Who are you? What are you serving? What are you doing? What's your significance? What is it that you provide to people? What type of results do you give? And then how do you create a system around all of that? That's how you become a person that gets paid to be who they are. So you get paid to be who you are based upon your stature, your significance, and your systems. So it's easy for me to talk that way because I have already written down these alliterations. And the alliterations are going to allow you to transform your life. I'm telling you, it's not literally just to remember something. It's to transform your life. Why? Because you're compacting so much information in a small box, which means what? You have room to obtain more information. So now you keep compacting everything in these small boxes. Guess what? You look around, you got so much information now. This is how people gather so much information. This is the science behind learning multiple languages, right? Where you can compact them into small things where now you can recognize them and you only need them when it's needed, right? So next time when you're up speaking, the ideas are going to come to you all right away, just like how Maurice is saying, while you're on the stage or while you're in that presence, because it's the setting that you're in. The setting is going to dictate what to say regardless, because you already practice, you already understand, you already have it in you. It's just a matter of the setting, the situation, the environment, pulling it out of you. And that is what we want to do. So that's why we say practice. Great job, Maurice. Send everybody love. Great job, Energy University. Who's next? You got Jasmine. Who's next?
King David. Blessings, King, let's get it. This the king that be the first post of the day. You heard? Let's go.
I'm back. I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling better. But I don't necessarily have a problem with public speaking either. I kind of do it for my job, but I kind of would like to add value in that. One thing that was tripping me up in the past was I would prepare for a 30, 40-minute speech and then randomly say, oh, we only got 20 minutes left. We only got 15 minutes left. And now I didn't know how to squeeze all the content in. So one of the practices that I started doing was called the min-max, the MIN-max. If I have the minimum amount of time or I have the maximum amount of time, now I'm able to get the content in the most valuable way with whatever time happens so I could pivot in whatever situation I'm in. But that used to be a big thing. And I would feel like, man, they cut my time in half, or I only got 10 minutes and I didn't get a chance to share all the important things. So I had to just switch how I prepared. And that was kind of going back to the practice makes progress. And then once I started switching that and had a plan A and plan B, then I was able to be more effective in whatever time allotment that I was provided.
Love
Can I
that.
ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So what got you to the point where you got comfortable with being a public speaker? Like, what's the mindset or what's the emotion that has you comfortable to speak in front of people that way?
Preparation. It's nothing to be fearful of. If I'm prepared, it's something that I'm already doing. So when it's time and the light is on, I'm doing what I've already practiced thousands and thousands, doing it with my wife, doing it in the mirror, doing it with, like, I seek out ways to just practice where it could be with a stranger. It could be with the person through the drive-through and they're looking at me like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I'm just practicing. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they laugh and then it goes like that. So it makes you feel more comfortable around strangers and just doing it in the store, just doing it wherever you can at church. And so once you get to that point, you can just do it at the time and you have this confidence that just anytime you need to do what you need to do, I'm ready. I'm going to shine. And so that's kind of where it started from.
Appreciate that, brother.
All right, great stuff. There's power in the point. Just remember that. Write that down in the chat. There's power in the point. Like, a lot of times you don't need 20 minutes to get your point across. You just need to say your point. I know, like, sometimes we ask you, raise your virtual hand, and we ask you, what challenges are you dealing with? And by the way, we're not asking you if you have a problem with public speaking or anything. We're saying the challenges that you face and how you reframe them, right? So don't forget that part. Now, the thing is this: when you get to the point, you're going to be more powerful because now everything that you say after that is backing up the point versus you dragging on the whole story and then finally get to the point, and then the point is so small that people don't forget the point anyway, even though you went through all of that stuff. So there's power in the point. Get to the point. Great stuff, David. Everybody send some love to David in the chat. Let's go to the last person. That's going to be Sabrina. So right now, Magic Mogul, you got 3 people that came up for you? All right. Get him off the screen. Somebody get him.
We had Tyra too, but she got kicked off. So see if she want to come back up. You dig? Period.
Tyra must be in your team or something because you try to get some wins. All right, let's bring Tyra.
I'll be vouching for her. She say we don't call her.
Where's Tyra at? What's up, Sabrina?
Good morning, everybody. First off, I appreciate everyone. I need accountability calls. This is something I really need, so I appreciate you all. Basically, everyone went over everything that I'm going through. I used to be able to speak, and I'm the motivator of the family, the one, hey, y'all, we need to do da-da-da-da. I lost my husband a couple of years ago, and I just became a recluse. I just shut out everybody. I live alone, and I don't deal with people much. My sister, she got me in this program. She paid for it. She like, sis, I know you could do it. You got this. And she has more faith in me than I have in myself. At Light Santana, when I speak, I've always been aggressive. And like you said, it's from how we were brought up, how we were spoken to. My mom always spoke hard to me. She was a single mom, and I had to be an adult before my time. So I didn't notice that until, Crew, you said it. Like, I am my mother, and I noticed how I speak to my grandkids, and I speak just like her, and I try to tone it down. Or one of my friend girls, she's like, you talk to me so hard. And she's like, I know it's from a place of love, but it's just your presentation. She was like, I accept what you're putting out, but it's just how you put it out to me. And I want to get around that. I want to stop being so aggressive. But all my life, I've been told I'm an alpha. I'm an alpha. I don't want to be an alpha. I want to tone it down and be more softer. And I'm just aggressive.
I got you. And who Yana's with that? Because I'm quite sure. I just want to show you something real fast. If y'all Yana with that, put Yana in the chat. Don't put Yana just to put Yana. Please put Yana if only if you resonate and you do not want Sabrina to be alone in this. This is your, as a woman, this is your soft season. I know you've been trained and you've been told you got to do this. You got to be, look, stay feminine. Doesn't mean that you can't be a boss. It doesn't mean that you can't be independent. It doesn't mean you can't be outgoing. Everybody's independent. You're an individual. What we're saying is be true to your nature, right? Be true to your possibilities. The issue is we don't know who our what the possibilities for us are. So I want you to ask yourself, who are you the possibility of? And when you answer that question, you must be in a reflection of that, because if not, you will feel what we call struggle. And anytime you feel struggle, you are out of alignment. So anybody feeling like they're out of alignment here, put me in the chat.
Out of alignment.
Put me in the chat. If you feel like you have experienced struggle, put me in the chat. If you feel like when you talk to people, you have a hard time communicating, put me in the chat. Chances are you're not really communicating the way that you want to communicate. You're communicating how you've been communicated to. You're communicating like the parents, like, because I know I used to do that. Like one of my uncles, he always talked to me with a harsh tone. I didn't realize that I was doing it. Then I didn't realize that one of my grandmothers did it. So we're not realizing it because we're brought up in it, we're grown into it. But the reality of it is you're the reflection of your environment in most cases, and your environment has been pointing the finger down at you and letting you know you're not enough. So then now that you take on that ideology, you show that you're not enough. And then when you're speaking to other people, you speak to it like they're not enough. And then now they believe that you're not enough. Right? Maurice, this is not for you to agree with. I'm not here for you to agree with me. I'm not here for you to agree with information. I'm telling y'all insight on what it is that of perspective. Everybody's gonna have their own perspective. We're not up for disagree. You can disagree what you want, but I'm not up for y'all to believe in me or anything like that. I'm sharing psychology. That's what I'm sharing with you. And the thing is, most people speak based upon how they're spoken to. And that's the reality for Sabrina, because Sabrina is saying, that's not how I want to communicate with people. And what I'll say to you is you have to look at the possibilities of who you are. So when I say that, when I say, who are you? And I say, I'm the possibility of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity, that shifts your mindset to step into the reflection of that possibility. So now when you go into the world, when you go into contact with other people, what happens is now you're being the reflection of who you want to be versus being the person that you think you need to be because of what people told you to be. So for you, Sabrina, who do you want to be? How do you want to talk to people? How do you want to come across to people? How do you want people to receive you? How do you want to feel when you're around them?
I want to feel, like you said, more feminine. I don't want to, like, I'm from the streets. I've been in the streets most of my life, but I've always been a boss. I've been an entrepreneur since a kid, from having a storehouse at 7 to 8 years old. And then I was selling beepers, and I just kept a salon owner, restaurant owner. I just, kept elevating, but I never had all these tools that are available to me now. Everything, I've always used money. So now I'm getting these tools. And like I said, I used to walk in the room and own it. And I don't do that anymore. Now I'll walk in a room and I'll sit to the back, or I'll sit to the side. I won't own room, and I want that again. I want to be that person, but not so aggressive.
I got you. Let me just ask you a real question, and this goes for everybody. What's stopping you?
Me.
That's it. That's it. That's why I said what I said to you. If you look at your possibilities of who you are only being like you have what you have because you are who you are. That's it. You have the life that you have because you are who you are. You want a different life, you got to become somebody different. You want to be, and it's not about going back because you can't go back. We got to go forward. Who are you being now? Right. So when I say who are you the possibility of, you got to take that and say, okay, I want to be the person that stands in front of the room. Okay. Then what must you do?
Go stand in the front of the room.
That's it. Like that is it. It's that simple. It's no crazy secret super duper formula. It's be the person that you truly want to be. That's it. But the only way you do the activity is if you have the identity. That's it. If you don't feel like you're a public speaker, you're not going to speak in public. That's not going to happen. If you don't feel like you're the light of the room, you're not going to be the light of the room. It's not going to happen. So what I would say, this is why I say to you, because it could be something. What is it that's making you feel like you need to step back? Like what was it that made you? Damn, I got to like be in the background now.
When I lost my husband,
right?
I just shut down.
Right. So, and we send you love, just so you know. I know I've seen a lot of people sending you love in the chat. I'm sending you love, Queen.
Thank
but
you.
when you lost your husband, you didn't lose you. You may have lost a piece of you from your husband, but your husband is still part of you. So you still have all the strength and all the courage and all the things that you had inside of you when your husband was around. It's up for you to see that. You get what I'm saying? It's up for you to see that. Nobody else could tell you that because you know how you feel. You know how you feel. So I want you to realize this. When you're looking at, do you feel guilty or something about the death of your husband or anything like that? Or just feel a void? Just feel a void?
Void.
Right. So the void is going to be there as long as you allow it to be. I can't be the one to make you see it differently. A therapist can't be the one to make you see it differently. You got to be the one to see it differently. Because guess what? Everybody on this earth is temporary. Didn't I say that when I first came in? Everybody is temporary. Everything is temporary. So psychologically, we're beating ourselves up over something that we already knew was going to happen. It just didn't happen when we thought it should happen. It just didn't happen the way it did that we wanted it to happen. But regardless, psychologically, we're playing a trick on ourselves and using our minds against us when we already knew it was going to happen. We already knew. Like, am I going to live here forever and be in the same face and the same body forever? Am I going to be in the same spot in the same space? Am I going to be that? Somebody put the answer in the chat. Somebody put the answer in the chat because I want to know if we're rocking on the same level. No, I'm not. And the reality of it is, whoever partner that you end up being with, they're not going to be there forever, regardless. I'm not telling you to not have empathy when somebody's, significant other is no longer there. What I'm saying is don't let that destroy you when it can be the thing that catapults you, right? Don't let it kill you when it can catapult you. Like now you could be talking about your husband and you could be going around the world sharing your story about how you became super successful after your husband passed away. And now for all the women who are widows out there, they're looking at you as the person that can help them through this thing that they're dealing with. This is not for you to, your story is not meant to hurt you. Your story is meant to give you your glory. So you should be at the front of the forefront of that room because now everybody's gonna notice. Yeah, when my husband, and I'm gonna talk his name up, right? I'm gonna speak his name in the light. I'm gonna let everybody know how great my husband is. Pause. I ain't talking about my husband. I'm talking about her, right? So if I'm Sabrina, I'm up there, I'm speaking like this, okay? My husband was a great man. He did X, Y, and Z. And in his name, I now have a foundation. Here's my foundation in his name to represent everybody who dealt with what he dealt with or whatever the case may be. And now look at you. You're a pillar of success. You're no longer disempowered. You're empowered. Right? So that's where we want to go with this. We want to take your story and allow your story to give you your glory. But the only way that's happening is if you see difficulty different. The only way it's happening, if you see that it's not a loss, it's just a lesson. Only way you see this happening, you're not a victim. You're the victor. So going forward, who are you? You got to know your possibilities.
I'm the victor.
Right. So you're not a victim. Yes, your husband passed away, but now you're gonna speak on behalf of all the women who ever lost their husband. And now here's a two-part to it. They might, the husband probably didn't even die. Husband just, they got divorced. And now you got a whole extra group to talk to. You get what I'm saying? Life after the husband, right? Like you got a whole realm to play in and to make up something that's beautiful, because guess what? Whether you believe it or not, y'all, you're making up all this stuff as we go. All of this stuff that's happening in life, you're making it up. Literally, literally, I'm not even joking with you. Nothing is ordained for you already. You're literally making it up. You're literally doing it. Literally. So if you can do that, you might as well do it so that way it benefits you in the most impactful way. And then therefore you can impact others. But was that helpful for you in any way, Sabrina? I know we kind of went on long for you.
Yes, because it took everything for me not to lower my hand. Every since the 5-day challenge, I'll raise my hand and I lower my hand because I was scared to come on and speak. So yes, it helped me. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
100%. Everybody send some love in the chat, because I'm telling you, Sabrina, I know you thought this was for you only, but nah, you got the best breakthrough out of everybody. But I'm telling you, some people got some breakthroughs in the chat because of you. And that, because you did that, your life is gonna go to another level. And if you write an ebook on it, I'm telling you straight up, like you about to make money just by being who you are.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Everybody send some love to Sabrina and the Chitty. Let's go with Tyra, because you know, Golden Impact says she wanted Tyra to come back. Let's bring Tyra up. What's up, Tyra? Sabrina did such a great job being vulnerable, but still, you know, being strong with it and just allowing us to build with her, and me giving her, you know, some real stuff like in the way that I was giving to her. She could easily broke down, but no, she said, "Look, I'm here for it." And
That was a lot of game for everybody.
Absolutely.
Right.
What's up, Tyra?
We can't hear you, Queen. Unmute. It doesn't look like you're muted, but we can't hear anything, love.
Yeah, for some reason, you can't hear her. You want to get on a different device?
Yeah, she comes in from her phone.
All right, she's gonna get on from the phone. All right, cool. Look, I was out of my integrity, y'all. I told y'all I want this call to be 30 minutes, and then y'all get up here raising y'all hands. I love that. But now, just letting y'all know, next time I come up here, like Wednesday, we're gonna have somebody come in, and as I mentioned before, we're gonna give y'all offers. You don't have to take every offer, but we're gonna have somebody come in, and we're gonna offer you something to be part of a program that's gonna be amazing for your business, as far as taking your business to the next level, which is social media, your content, and anything else like that related. However, once again, every week we're going to have a special guest that comes in and offers you something. You don't have to take every offer. However, take the ones that fit you. Take the offers that's going to allow you to move with speed and increase your life and your business. Just take those offers. All right. So just so y'all know. What's up, Apolline? You got your hand raised.
Raising my virtual hand. So
that wasn't virtual though, but go ahead.
Okay. So how about this? Like, you know, how we continue on these calls. How about we start transitioning? If the calls are going over time, we transition it to live. For anybody that has questions, anybody that want to talk about things, we could just jump on the live and everybody join us there.
No, we said that already, but we gotta make sure everybody knows where it's at, because you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still, first of all, I'm gonna talk to you later about this, because you be doing I'll talk to you later about this, bro. I'm gonna talk to you later about this, bro. Let me bring up Tyra. Where's Tyra at? I just saw her just there.
I'm here.
But dang, how did Tyra is the only one up there now? What happened?
I don't know what somebody did. Somebody threw her up.
See what happened?
Okay. I don't know what to say. I've never had a meeting to lead, not from corporate America. Don't really have a traumatic background, so I don't know what to say. I joined this.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What to say about what? What you talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about? Right here, right now? Like, you don't know what to say right here, right now?
As far as public speaking and practicing and all of that.
Okay, let me put you on game. So public speaking, anytime you talk to somebody else, anytime you talk to one person, that's public speaking. Anytime you talk to any other person other than yourself, is public speaking, just so everybody's clear about what public speaking is. Now, what I'm saying is, it's not about having a problem, it's just challenge. Things that you probably face while public speaking. Have you reframed those things and have it worked in your favor? Like, just literally those things. We don't want to make it complicated or anything. You don't have to have a story. You don't have to be vulnerable and cry. Like, that's, I know sometimes y'all be thinking that that's what I make people do, but I'm not here to make you cry. Just bringing you up to speak.
I still don't know what I have. I asked the questions to see what my gifts are or talents so I can know what I'm good at, what to talk about, what to help people with or bring value. But I don't know what to say. So I guess I just have to really think about this more and figure it out.
Yeah, look, there's no rush on anything other than the fact that you don't have time to get rich slow. Just so we understand that. You're not gonna have in life, you're not gonna have enough time to get rich slow, regardless. So everything else, cool. Like, you want to figure out what you want to do, how you want to serve people. It's not mandatory that you learn it right now, but gotta move with some type of speed. So
It
during the
kind
program,
of, excuse me, I'm sorry. I am like really, really in a rush. That's why I joined this class. I'm ready to make it happen.
yeah, all right, cool. So this is what I would say. The thing is, you're gonna find out what you're good at during this process. So don't worry about that just yet. Just do the exercise that we asked you, where you send out the messages to the 10 people in your contacts. And if you go past the 10 people, just keep going. Send out some more messages to other people, right? But there's always something that you're good at, and your gift will give you your goal. That's just really what it is. Your gift will give you your goal. If you do not find your gift, you're not gonna get your goal. Like, that's just the reality of it. And that goes for every single person. I know y'all may think that working a 9 to 5 is gonna get you rich. It's not. It's not gonna get you rich. It's gonna make you broke, and it's gonna leave you broken. Like, that's all it's gonna do, because you're slaving. That's it. That, you know what I'm saying? So, it's not a rush for everybody to know exactly how they're gonna make their $1 million and plus. But what I'm saying to you, search for your gift, because your gift will give you your goal. That's something that is a mission for you. So Tyra, just search for your gift. You'll find it. You'll find it. And at the end of this, we'll be talking about this, and it will be all like hype for you and everything. And your time will come. But I do appreciate you just raising your hand, just to add value to the conversation.
Thank you.
100%. Great stuff. Everybody send some love to Tyra in the chat. Who team was that on? Because Tyra just gave you a point anyway. Whose team?
Jasmine.
Big Tyra, never the little.
All right, let's go. All right, cool. So we got to come to an end, y'all, unfortunately, because we did go overtime. I asked for 10 minutes and we did 15. So let's take it easy there. Actually did more than 15. We did 25. And I want us to really be strategic with the time. Like, so as I mentioned before, if y'all want to continue this, we will get on the live and speak if y'all want to do that. But y'all have to let me know, because I'll jump over to my live and we can continue the conversation. But just for the sake of the videos, we don't want them to be too long, because then you're not going to want to go back to rewatch them. And on top of it, it'll be in your way. So that's why I said that initially to y'all, because that's the line of things. So Mondays and Wednesdays would typically be like shorter times. Fridays could be, a little bit lengthy, but Mondays usually 30 minutes, y'all. Okay. I just extended the Monday because I love the fact y'all hands came up, but we got 2 more Mondays coming up. Those 2 Mondays, 30 minutes. Because all we need to do is come in here, update the progress. Okay, what are we doing? All right, cool. Let's go. Let's go and get it. Wednesday, I got somebody coming in that's going to offer you something, so it's going to be a little bit longer. All right, cool. Friday, that's when you could talk and do your own thing and come up and share. And then, just keeping that, understanding that. Does everybody have the PDF for the Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp program? If you do not, go into the loveplus.com and go to Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp group. Download the PDF so you understand what's happening each week. All right, so you understand what's happening each week, and that should be all. Coaches, anything y'all want to say before we roll up out of here?
I'm excited for public speaking next week, 7:30 Tuesdays. Yay!
Let's get it. Yo, also tomorrow, what time is a workout class tomorrow, Nico? It is, but let me specify, it's not just a workout. Who came? Let me stop this. Let me stop the recording first of all. Let me just stop the recording.